It is said that, on one occasion, someone asked Albert Einstein what was the most powerful force in the universe, to which he replied, compound interest. Whether or not the anecdote is true, the truth is that it is very important to fully understand this concept and the effect it can have on your savings. What is the compound interest? Let's imagine that we have a certain saving that we will call our capital. Now we agree to lend our capital to a person or a company since they need money. This person or company promises to pay us within a year. Now, would it be fair that they only return our capital after 1 year? After all, aren't we taking a certain risk by lending that money? Wouldn't it be better to receive a certain price for lending our money for that amount of time? The logical answer is that the best thing will be to receive this certain price for the loan of our valuable capital. This price can be measured with respect to the capital. It is what is known as the interest on the loan, and it is as simple to understand as following.
In our time zero, we will lend our capital C. Now, after a year has passed, our capital will start to grow. How much will it grow? How big should our price be? That answer is given by our interest rate, which we will denote as a letter I. So, why 1 plus I and not just the letter I? The answer is that the value of the letter I is a percentage usually. Let's see with a small example. We have a capital of 1000 and we loan it for 1 year at an interest rate of 20%. That is, our old capital of 1000 will now be 1200. We notice that our price is 200. What should we do with that 200? Spend it on the new fashions or reinvest them wisely and let them again? The answer is clear. They must be reinvested.
Now, this 1200 will lend them again at the same rate of 20%, which would give us a total of 1440. In other words, our price this time would be 220. Or, in a shorter way, if from the beginning we leave our capital for 2 years, we will have 1440. Written mathematically, it would look like this. This generally leads us to the following generalization for after n years. The notation would be the following. This little formula is the base of compound interest, and we can use it to see what happens if we leave our capital for 25 years, for example. Amazing, right? This is known as compound interest, and that is why it is a great tool to increase our capital.
In fact, this tool is what banks use, for example, to grow their capital exponentially. Of course, by lending their money through credit cards to the customers, and wide rates of even 150%. How can we use it? There are different places where we can invest our money with different interest rates. It all depends on our level of risk that we are willing to acquire. For more information, visit our TED page.